MCQ questions on Java programming or MCQ questions on C programming, .NET. In other subject you can find easily, but in my subject, generally we will get about communication, about business, about presentation, about listening. Generally we will get, but related to my subject, getting is very difficult. No,
Yes,
listening.
ma'am. Because ma'am, option will be given as so many confusions.
Correct, correct, correct. See, second only one assignment I gave. No, second assignment I have not given. For from one first assignment I gave 8 questions. Second assignment I am planning to give only 4 questions. Second assignment, and this time I don't want any soft copy. You just write and I don't like how you send PDF. No, like that I don't want this time. You write by hand, and that you submit, scan and make a PDF of that and submit. By Monday I'll mail you the questions. If possible, today I'll mail. Otherwise, Monday I'll mail the questions. And in my subject, you know what is the highest marks?
21, yeah, 22, ma'am.
Not 21, 22. Wait, I am checking. 23, I guess.
23 who's?
Wait, I'll tell you. No, not 23. 22 is the highest, correct. What you said, correct. 21. Nayana, she got 23, 20. But in other subject, many students got 25, 26, 27. Not 27.
Yes, I am asking just so many confusions options.
Correct. Yeah, I understand, because you see, in my subject, if you attend class only, then you are able to attend, because other programming languages and all, you can framing question also easy. But mine, in theory, I have to frame the question, no, so it is little difficult. Okay, all. Shall I start?
Okay, ma'am.
Already it is more than 5 minutes I have waited. See, don't other subjects maybe to remember, to study may be difficult, but my subject, no, it is very easy. Whatever we are doing in our daily life, the same thing is here in this subject. You don't worry about that. See, first module only about the business and about the learning capability, listening capability. We have seen. In the second module, it is purely about the document, how the document should be, what the document contains. Third module is about the group discussion. Group discussion I have not started, because I thought group discussion, if I do once you rejoin to the class, because there we have to do a lot of activity, group discussion activity, then only the class will be interactive. So that's why I have skipped the third and fourth module, and I have I went to fifth module. Once I complete fifth module, I'm planning to start with the fourth module, and then I'll come back to third module. In fifth module, it is mainly about the ethics. What is ethics, and how we have to follow the ethical rules. If I am not following ethical rules, what actions can be taken, and if in our organization, how the ethical rules will be. See, when we say organization, it is not only a business, it is not only a software company. Organization means it under which the company also will come, the business also will come, the institute, apartment. Because in apartment in daily life we see, that's why for more of the concepts I have taken apartment example. See, whatever may be the organization, the rules will be there. So you can say rules, or you can say principles. Everybody, those who are part of that association or the part of the organization, they have to follow those rules. If they are not following, then they are not behaving ethically. So we say, no, students, they are not behaving ethically. So you're able to see the screen? Shall I start?
Yes, ma'am.
In last class, we have seen In last class, we have seen the decision making, how to make the decision. To make the decision, first a predefined set of principles or rules should be there. So based on those rules, it will be easy for us to take a decision. And before taking a decision, first we have to understand the problem statement. Yes, what mistake the victim has done. That person has not, if you don't understand what mistake they have done, then it is difficult to take a decision, no? So first thing, we have to understand the problem, then we have to find out what are the alternatives of that, alternative solution for that, and based on that properly we have to evaluate and we have to take a decision on any mistake. And for on that only here develop problem statement. So that only they have here elaborately explained here. So next we have common approaches to ethical decision making. Some of the common approaches in ethical decision making. See here the approach. See, you can see the screen, no? 4 common approaches to ethical decision making. The left hand side is approach to dealing with the moral issue and the principle. See, virtue ethics approach. What is virtue? Virtue is nothing but a procedure or the methodology for the ethics approach. The ethical approach choice best reflects moral virtue in yourself and your community. So how the ethical behavior or ethical approach should be? See, in a community, whatever the rules we have followed or we have framed, so the community, the community and yourself have to follow those rules. Correct? If I am not following the rules, if my community is not following the rules, then there is no use of those rules. Then nobody is following the rules, so nobody is behaving ethically in that particular community.
Ma'am, so many disturbance.
Is it no from my side? Others, please mute. No, everybody muted. Yes, everybody muted only. What type of disturbance you are getting? I mean, here in my cabin, nobody is there. Only I am alone. Is there no other noise is coming? And I am using college internet. It is fast only, sir.
Maybe fan is open. Fan is running.
Now?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, because of fan, you are disturbed. So without fan, it is difficult to sit. Okay.
Yeah, okay, no problem, ma'am.
No, it's okay, no problem. Just, see here in this, they have just given some of the ethical approaches and the principle. The first one is virtue ethics approach, and the second one is utilitarian approach. Utilitarian means the proper methodology or the proper step. So what proper step we take for the good ethical behavior? So what approach we take? So the standard principles we have to set. See, what not only the organization, not only the apartment, in anywhere, in business, in organization, in apartment, everywhere we have to set a standard rules. We have to set a standard rules, and we how I tell you a simple example only tell. In my college, for all the faculty, the timing is 8:30 to 4:30. So that is a standard timing we follow. See, because of maybe some faculty, they are highly influenced, as in just assumption, not just assumption. I'm telling. A CM candidate may come and join to our college students. So because of that person, we cannot change our rules, no? because of that, because of one single person, maybe that person is very highly influenced person, he can't come, he has a lot of influence, he can't come on time, he's very knowledgeable, he has lot of funded projects, and but he's not, he can't come, he can't come to college 8:30 to 4:30 because of one single person. I may not, I should not, I cannot change my rules, no. So this is some simple example I'm giving. So like this only, for one person, we should not change our rules and responsibilities. Rules and principles we should not change. The standard rules should be followed, and everybody, those who are part of that organization, have to follow the rules. Fairness approach. Fairness approach. That's what we should not do any partiality in the. We should not do any partiality in the organization. If any person is a highly influenced person, for him we should not, the system should, if any highly influenced person is working here, the system should not be liberal for him. If any a normal person is working, for him the system should not be rigid. For whether he is a influenced person, whether he is a common person, for everybody the rules should be same. Common good approach. So whatever the rules we are setting, those rules should be common, and everybody, those who are working in that organization, all have to follow those rules. Like that we have to set the rules. You can say rules or you can say principles. This virtue ethics approach also we have seen in the last class. So now we'll see. Next, we have utilitarian approach. See, what is utilitarian approach is? What is utilitarian? This approach is designed for useful outcome. This approach is utilitarian, means to get a, this is designed for the useful outcome. Useful outcome is nothing but what everybody should follow, and we should have a good outcome from those approach, from that approach. So choose action that has best overall consequences. So whatever the actions are nothing but here, whatever the rules we are putting, those rules should be a best rules, and those are all rules should be convenient to all the people who are working under working there, and find the greatest good by balancing all interest. So we should see, in the college, 100 faculties are working. So 100 faculty may not be part of the BOG. Only 10 or assume that the college has made some association. So all 100 people may not be a part of that association. Only from each department, one faculty they may pick, and they may form an association. So what association will do? They will design the rules. They will make a rules, and other remaining 100 faculty have to follow those rules. So when anybody does any mistake, then a legal advisor should be there. This we are seeing from the beginning of the chapter. If anybody purposely or unknowingly, if anybody does any mistake, so some person should be there to rectify their mistake or to correct their mistake. Some person should be there. So if I do any mistake today, somebody come and scold me, why you have done mistake, you should not do. If somebody come and scold me, if next day if some other faculty or some other person they'll do any mistake, then nobody will bother about that. Then how I feel, I may lose interest in I may lose work interest, because if I do a mistake, then somebody will come and scold. If other person do the mistake, then nobody is bothering about that. Yes, the organization, the heads, the association head should be, or you can say the committee. The committee should be like that. They should maintain the balance of all the employees' interest. Correct, the students. If they do like that, then definitely I lose the interest, because unknowingly, maybe by mistake I have done that mistake. Unknowingly I have not done that. But the same mistake, if when other person is doing, then he is not getting any punishment, or he is not getting no need to give any clarification for that mistake. But when I do the same mistake, then a lot of explanation I have to give. So automatically I lose the interest. So that's why find the greatest good by balancing all the interest. Fit concept of fit concept of value in economic and use of cost benefit analysis. So whatever they do, see why we work here, everybody work for money, correct? No, why you are studying? After studying you want to get a good job with good package. So whatever we do, so all we do because of economics or because of money only we do. So whatever the rules and regulations that they form, they should be economically helpful for the all the employees. And what type of problems you may face? The problem measuring and comparing values is often difficult. So I gave just now, I gave an example. If I am doing one mistake, then somebody will come and scold me. If other person is doing mistake, then nobody will scold. I may seeing only one part. Maybe that person may be having a genuine reason because doing that mistake. Yes. So sometimes the comparison and measuring of measuring of any action will become very difficult. Yes, I may be knowing only of one part of that person. He has done that mistake or she has done that mistake. I do not know what is the reason. What is the reason why the higher ups have not taken any action? Correct, no? So sometimes the judgment also becomes a very difficult. Predicting resulting benefits and harm is difficult. Yes, maybe because of genuine reason, the committee is not scolding the other person and they are scolding me, or they are not punishing the other person and they are punishing me. But here, what happens in an organization? Sometimes the getting benefit and harming others becomes very difficult because they do not know what type of mistakes they have done, and maybe because of the situation, because of the scenario, they might have done a mistake. So the situation, the organization will be in the confusion. Fairness approach. What is fairness? What is fairness? So no partiality. We have to treat with everybody. We have to treat properly. We should not do any partiality. So that type of approach, how we do. So focuses on fair distribution of benefits and burdens. HOD, why they form a HOD in all the department means some person has to be there. Some person has to be there in the department. They have to take a whole in charge of the department and work distribution to other faculty. They cannot give 4 or 5 subject to other faculty and 1 subject to me. Correct? No? The distribution should be proper. That is what a fairness in the work. Fair, or you can say fairness approach. So only give to Nirupama only HOD has given only 1 subject, and to Drakshani ma'am HOD has given 4 subject. Will there be any fairness? No, definitely there is no fairness. So madam is not allotting the work properly, but madam has to take, if madam to Nirupama madam has allotted only 1 subject, there may be some reason. Maybe she may be having other responsibilities, or she may be having some genuine reason. So what madam can do, she can remove some of the subject from Dakshani madam and she can give to some other faculty. So this is just an example I am giving. So whatever the work distribution should be there, it should be proper. They should not benefit to only one employee in the organization. To all the employees should be same. Guiding principles is to treat all people the same. So whatever the principles they form in the organization, all the employee have to take it seriously and they have to adhere to the rules and regulations. And problems, decision can be influenced by personal bias. Other may consider the decision unfair. So again, the fairness, madam has given 1 subject to me, and other faculty she has given 4 subjects or 3 subjects. Maybe because of some genuine reason she might have given me only 1 subject. Correct, no? So, but the other people, so just now I told, I may be seeing the problem of one face. I may not seeing the problem of other face. Maybe because of some other reason, madam has taken that action. So in some situation, satisfying all the employees becomes very difficult. Yes, satisfying all the employees become very difficult. So when they are head of the department, they have to see case by case, and they have to give a proper justification and fairness approach they have to do with all the faculties. Common good approach. Some of the common good approaches will be there. What are the common good approaches? Work together for common set of values and goals. Implement system that benefits all people. So take example of our department only. Why we work here? Why we work? To make our students knowledgeable, to make our students to get good marks, and to get we want in VTU we should rank in VTU ranks at minimum 1 or 2 ranks from our department. Our students should get a rank. So that is all the goal of our department. No, I cannot say only I'm handling only for 4th semester. Only from 4th semester, all students should get good marks. Only from 4th semester, students should get rank. I cannot say. I definitely I don't. No faculty will tell like that. So all faculty will work for the improvement of the students and department. Correct? No. So work together for common set of values and goals. So we work together for common set of goals. What is our goal? The department should be in top. We should get minimum 2-3 ranks in the VTU rank list. So that is our goal. So that's why we work together in the set of values and goals, and implement system that benefit all the people. So whatever the rules and responsibility the organization or the head of the department is forming, those rules should be beneficiary to all the employees who are working in the department or working in the organization. What are the problems we may face? Census is difficult. Some required to bear greatest cost than others. So some see all the time. All the time we cannot say all the time it will be same. So sometimes census means what? Getting the information from everybody. So sometimes, for example, for the betterment of department, if HOD assign some responsibility, as in that to me, HOD will assign some responsibility. Do the census from the students, how to improve the department. Yes, some students will come and give their opinion, and some students will not come only. I think if you have observed, for faculty feedback, how many of you will give immediately once you get the mail or once you get the message in your group? Many of the students, many times we have to repeat, give feedback. Today is the last day. Today 4:30 the link will be closed. Tomorrow 8 o'clock the link will be closed. Like that we have to give. We have to repeat. We have to tell so many times to students. As few students, unless and until the end 4 o'clock 3:30 also few students they don't give. So that's why census will become difficult, and some required to bear greatest cost than others. So in some situations, the cost here means the money only will come. So in some situations, it may not be related to students. In some situations, the faculty, because of some reason, the faculty may be in loss. So that they are telling here. Implement the decision and evaluate the result. So implement the decision and then you have to evaluate the result. How to implement the how to implement the decision? Efficient means how to see. In the beginning, we have seen the decision making. How we take a decision based on the rules. Based on the rules and principles, we take a decision. Here, implement the decision and evaluate whatever the decision I have taken, whether it is right or wrong. Yes, in implementing the decision, the decision should be efficient, effective, and timely implemented. Correct? One example only, my test example only I gave. Because of some timing issue, timing mismatch, I have given 2 a.m. now. Students, if you have observed.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, thank you so much to Amit and Ajay. So they have messaged me, ma'am. We are not able to take the test. So immediately they have messaged me. So I have rectified within the time only. If I do after 3:30 or after 4 o'clock, will it be useful to my students? No. So what implementation I have done? So immediately I have rectified my mistake and I have changed the timing. So whatever the decision we do, that should be efficient, effective, and timely. On time we have to implement. After sometimes after that timeout, if I implement that, then there is no use. Correct, students? So communication is key for people to accept change. Yes, if I'm Amit and Ajay told that madam you have done mistake, then if I tell no, how I can do the mistake? You are not you only not seeing properly. If I argue, if I don't accept my mistake, will it be will it be useful? No, because again my students will be in trouble. Even I will be in trouble. My subject, everybody will all subjects. Test will get over, my subject test will not get over. Again I will have to get scoldings from principal, from HOD. Yes, no? So whatever the mistake I'm doing, my students is communicating to me, and I should be in a position to rectify my mistake and change my mistake. I have to accept my mistake. Yes, I have done this mistake. So change. So you change whatever the, or do the correction whatever the mistake you have done. Transition plan made easy and pain free. So whatever the plans we do, see, everybody do the mistake. It is not that all are perfect. So what after doing a mistake, it should be, after doing a mistake, we have to rectify our mistake, and you should hear that mistake should not create problem for others. Should not create, it should not pain to others. And evaluate the result. How to evaluate the result? Monitor result for desired effect. See, not only this internals example I am giving, no, not only this example, you take any other example also. Once you take a decision, you think, you analyze after, by this decision, will it affect to others? Is it a good decision or not? Monitor the result. After taking that decision, what happens? What happens once I take a decision? What is the outcome of that decision? What is the result of that decision? We have to think on that, and then we have to evaluate the result. Observe impact on organization and stakeholder. So see, when you take a organization or when you take a college, you know who are the stakeholders. Okay, if you don't know the stakeholders, I'll tell you the stakeholders. Management is a stakeholder. Students are the stakeholders. Parents are the stakeholders. So these are all, these people are stakeholders. So whatever the decision I'm taking, by my decision, whether the organization and the stakeholder are getting any problem, what impact they are facing, what is their impact, means what is their opinion by my result or by my decision. We have to observe that also. Simply I cannot say this is my decision. Who are all my stakeholders, they have to follow this decision. I should not tell like that. So by my decision, what is their opinion, what is their impact, I have to see that also. And return to develop problem statement step if further refinement may be needed. So if my by my decision, if my stakeholders, or if my parents, if my parents means student parents, if student parents or students or any or college people, if they are facing any problem, then again I have to redo the decision. I have to change my decision, and I have to refine, I have to give the refined decision. Ethics in information technology. So what are the ethics in information technology? Hacking is a good ethics. Yes, hackers have ethics. Students, please tell me, hackers have ethics? No, they don't have ethics. When hacking means they are stealing the information unknowingly. If my data is there, if they tell me and they take information from me, that process is not a hacking process. That is not a hacking. Without knowledge of mine, they are taking the information from me. So that is hacking. So here some of the information in some of ethics in information technology. Here, public concern about the ethics use of information technology includes email and internet access monitoring. So email, if I use my student's email, or if I use my faculty, my colleague email, is it a good ethics? No. Without their knowledge, without their knowledge, if I access their internet, then if I access their email, then it is not a good ethics. Downloading in violation of copyright laws. See, some of the videos will be there, so they'll be having copyrights. They don't allow us to download the information. So by violating those rules, we should not download any of the data. Hackers, unsolicited email. So spam data will be there. So some of the mails will be in the spam. See, some mails, because of virus and because of some hacking, they'll go and sit into the, instead of going to the inbox, they'll go to those mails will go to spam. And hackers and identify the theft. We have to identify the hackers who is hacking our mail, or who is hacking our account, or who is hacking our data. So we have to identify the theft is not. We have to identify them. And student and plagiarism. I think you know what is plagiarism. In plagiarism, what happens? They will check, the tool will check whether you have copied the data from other data or not. Assume that I'll create one report on ethics in classroom, or ethics in college. See, those data, I have created my data. So I have created my data. So I put a copyright on my data, and if somebody stealing my data, then they have to acknowledge me. They have to acknowledge me. If they are not acknowledging, then that will become a plagiarism. So student have, or not only the students, the person, whoever is taking information or taking data from others, they have to acknowledge them. Then otherwise it will come under the plagiarism. They can put a case on us. It is a legal issue. Ethics in information technology, the same thing. This again, the hacking will come here. So ethics in information technology, the general public does not understand the critical importance of ethics as applied to ITS. See, as a IT students, you may understand, and as IT faculty, I may understand what is the seriousness of this online hacking or the IT issues. So if you go and tell to non-IT person, then they don't understand what is the issue of this. So whatever the important decision we have, important decisions are often left to the technical expert, definitely, because a non-technical person may not be able to take action on this technical ethical issues. Correct, no students? If you go and approach to the non-technical person to give some guidelines or to take some decision on a IT ethics, is it possible? No, because they don't have much idea about that. So next, goals of this text to educate. So if I go and ask to the non-IT person about this IT ethics issues, then they may not be able to tell about they may not be in a position to tell about that. So what we have to do, we have to educate them. This is what the IT ethical issues. So if this happens, then how our data will be destroyed, or how our data will be circulated everywhere. See, you know that by using Zoom app, many of our data is misusing. They are hacking our data. Before we were doing online class, everything on Zoom app only. Because of this hacking, because of this data leakage, again we have shifted to Google Meet. So A technical person definitely understand what is the drawback of this. A non-technical person will not understand what is the drawback of this. So we have to educate them what are the approaches and how we have to rectify the mistake. So this is all about fourth module, first chapter, fifth module, first chapter, and one more chapter is there. If I complete that chapter, then I'll complete fifth module. So today or Monday, I'll give you the